There's a moment early in every bushcrafter's journey when fire stops being just a survival necessity and becomes something deeper, a connection, a link to every human who ever lived before us. And if you trace that ember of knowledge far enough back, past medieval forges, Roman camps, and Paleolithic hearths, you eventually reach one group who mastered fire long before we did, the Neanderthals. Their survival toolkit, simple yet ingenious, shaped thousands of years of human fire-making technique. And here's the part most people miss. Modern bushcraft still uses methods they refined over 40,000 years ago. The story begins with a spark that shouldn't have been possible. For decades, archaeologists assumed Neanderthals only preserved fire, not created it. Then digs across France, Spain and Croatia started uncovering something unexpected. Manganese dioxide blocks deliberately ground into powder near hearth sites. The discovery overturned the old stereotype overnight. Understanding how Neanderthals built their fire kit gives us clues we can still apply today. The core of their setup revolved around three components: a spark producer, a spark catcher, and a combustion booster. Their spark producer was usually a flint-like stone, capable of producing sharp edges, struck against iron-rich rocks that released hot particles. Their spark catcher was likely a fungal tinder, especially amadou from the tinder fungus, which softens into a felt-like material that easily accepts a spark. And then their combustion booster was that powdered manganese dioxide, sprinkled onto the tinder to help it catch with less effort and less oxygen. You can recreate a modern version of this without modern gear. Step 1 is finding a stone sharp enough to shave sparks when struck. Many bushcrafters use flint or quartzite today for the same purpose because the physics hasn't changed. Step 2 is preparing a natural tinder that behaves like the Neanderthal version. Amadou is still used by high-level bushcraft practitioners and can be collected from polypore fungus on dead birch or beech trees. Scrape it into thin fibres until it resembles soft cotton. Step 3 is replicating the combustion booster. We don't grind manganese dioxide for safety reasons, but you can apply the underlying principle by using charcoal dust. It won't ignite as dramatically, but it still reduces the ignition temperature and helps sparks take hold, especially in damp conditions. They dried materials near the fire after every burn session, ensuring tomorrow's fuel was ready before today's fire died. You can apply the same approach in practical steps. When setting up a camp, designate a drying rack for any damp kindling or fuel. Split wood as soon as you collect it so the inner dry fibres are ready to catch flame. And, never leave a burn session without preparing your next ignition bundle, fibres, dust, shaved curls, and airflow structure, so you can start again even in bad conditions. This is prehistoric efficiency, not modern convenience. The most overlooked part of the Neanderthal fire kit is honestly the psychological one. A group that lived through cold European winters, harsh glacial winds, and, roaming predators understood that fire wasn't just warmth. It was continuity. Their fire kits were durable, portable, and maintained with discipline. When we talk about bushcraft skills today, many people focus on the cool part, sparks flying, flame catching, but the real mastery is the habit of maintaining readiness. Neanderthals likely carried their spark stones the way modern hikers carry a knife, within reach and always checked. Their tinder was protected from moisture using hides or bark containers. Their accelerant was prepared before travel, not scraped together at the last minute. These behaviours matter as much as the materials. If you want to put this into practice, build your fire kit as a daily use system rather than emergency backup. Keep your tinder in a sealed natural container. Sharpen your spark stones regularly. Carry charcoal dust in a small tin or leather pouch for damp weather. And above all, treat your fire kit as something refined over thousands of years, not a gadget thrown into a bag. What makes this Neanderthal fire kit so influential to modern bushcraft is its blend of simplicity and scientific precision. Even without metallurgy or written knowledge, they understood how to manipulate materials for predictable ignition. Every modern bushcrafter who's ever used a flint and steel kit, char cloth or tinder fungus is essentially stepping into a 40,000-year tradition. And if you follow the same principles, preparation, redundancy, and smart use of natural accelerants, you're tapping into a lineage older than recorded history. If you enjoyed this deep dive into ancient firecraft and want more history-grounded survival wisdom, make sure you subscribe, share this video, and help grow the Backyard Wisdom community. There's plenty more forgotten knowledge waiting to be revived.